Hello all, I'm Kandavadivu Uma Shankar. I'm here to present my findings on efficacy and safety of direct oral anticoagulants, that is DOACs versus warfarin in patients with prior stroke, a systematic review and meta-analysis. I, Kandavadivu Uma Shankar, will present my research as an alumni of MCPH's University Boston. I will start with the background, walk you through the purpose of our study, methods, results, discussion, and conclusion. So to give you a little background, directly acting oral anticoagulants, that is DOACs, can be associated with lower ischemic stroke, systemic embolism, intracranial hemorrhage, and mortality. However, the effectiveness and safety of DOACs are not clearly summarized in patients with prior stroke. So the purpose of our meta-analysis was to compare the efficacy and safety of all available DOACs to warfarin in stroke prevention for patients with a history of stroke. Studies for this meta-analysis were collected from 4 electronic databases, that is PubMed, Embase, Cochrane, Library, and clinicaltrials.gov. Keywords included stroke along with warfarin and its variation, and directly acting oral anticoagulants and its variation. The search included all articles published up to November 8, 2019. The search strategy followed PRISMA checklist undergoing 2 levels of screening by 4 reviewers. We used Covidence to streamline the review process. Published RCT and observational studies evaluating the use of DOACs versus warfarin for stroke prevention in patients with prior stroke was included in this study. Cochrane collaboration tool was used for bias assessment in RCTs, and Newcastle Ottawa scale was used for quality assessment in observational studies. CMA version 3 software was used to meta-analyze the selected studies. Risk ratios were extracted from the original studies to calculate the pool effect size between warfarin and DOACs. RCTs were analyzed separately from the observational studies. Pooled effect estimates were analyzed by random effects model using Dersimoonian and Laird method. Heterogeneity was assessed using I-square statistics, and small study bias was assessed using funnel plot and Begg correlation test. Out of 8,005 articles screened, 19 articles were included for this study. 1,282 duplicates were removed, and 6,722 articles were subjected to title and abstract screening, of which only 488 was selected for full text review. Articles were excluded due to various reasons like wrong study design, wrong outcomes, wrong comparators. Moving on to the efficacy outcome, comparing DOACs to warfarin in patients with history of stroke, the pooled RR for ischemic stroke was not statistically significant in RCTs, however, was statistically significant in observational studies. It is important to note that the observational studies had a very high heterogeneity. The pooled RR for stroke or systemic embolism was statistically significant in both RCTs and observational studies. The pooled RR for all-cause mortality was not statistically significant in RCTs, but was statistically significant in observational studies. And in safety outcomes, the DOACs did not show any protective effects against intracranial hemorrhage and major bleeding. A symmetrical inverted funnel plot suggested the absence of publication bias. Begg's rank correlational test and Egger's linear regression tests also indicated no publication bias. Moving on to discussion and conclusion, there was inconsistent results between observational and RCTs. This was probably due to heterogeneity, mostly among the observational studies. Non-English studies were not included in this meta-analysis, which may weaken the power of our study. However, our study evaluated the safety and efficacy of DOAC versus warfarin in both RCTs and cohort studies. This will provide useful information of efficacy of drugs in real-world population in addition to the control environment. So in conclusion, in this meta-analysis, DOACs were trending towards having better efficacy. There was no statistically significant differences in the safety outcomes. I would like to thank Professor McCary and Professor Migliore for their expert advice and encouragement throughout this project. I also want to thank my peers at MCPHS for working with me on this project. Thank you.